justice and peace and equality. Now the world will see.
Game Changers Media Network, Game Changers Magazine, Voices of the Village with Councilman Rufus Stewart. How you doing today, Deacon Stewart?
I'm doing good today. How about yourself?
Good.
Great.
It's always good to sit down with a gem of the community, a asset of the community, and all the great things that you've done in the community. You have a park named after you. You work with the youth in the community.
Right.
You serve on the deacon board of Shallow, and you're also a city councilman of the city of McDonough. Correct?
Correct.
All right. Tell us who is Rufus Stewart in your journey and how you got started on the journey that you are today.
Okay. Well, Rufus Stewart on that journey. It's been a long journey. Actually, I got started in the 9th grade in high school.
Okay.
It'd be a school that called the Henry County Senior High School.
Okay.
Miss Reese, she was my language art teacher, and we was in classroom one day, and she asked the question, "What do you want to be?" You know, she wanted to write a paper, "What you want to be?" And I probably like to say, "I want to be the president." And she said, "You sure?" I said, "I'm sure. Just time with you right now. I want to be the president." And so she was in charge of the student council advisor.
Okay.
And I was not, on that board, but me and myself and Shirley Fletcher, we volunteered to be a voice for our students also. And we took that journey on, and from that journey, I began to take interest in leadership.
Okay.
And I was vice president of the Tri-High Y. It's a Christian club at school.
Okay.
And from that, I just went from that to this, In 1989, I ran for election. I ran for Justice of Peace, and which I lost. And then the next 4 years came around, it's city council town.
Okay.
And I ran for city council, and I won.
Okay.
And that was 1989. And Mr. Edward Head, bless his soul, he passed on now. And he told me, he said, when you win city council, it's going to be up to you to say when it's over with. And I said, no, Mr. Head, don't work that way, we have election every year. He said, let me look at your ears. Do you have any, do you have earplugs in? And I said, no, I don't have earplugs in. But did you hear what I said? I said, it's going to be up to you when it's over with. And so believe it or not, here come to this month, November, it become 35 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm still serving with proud, and I do not take this journey as city council lightly. I take it very serious. All I do, I take it very serious, because when I look at my neighbors, look at my community, I want to make a difference in our community, in our young people, their lives. That's what I do daily, even in my church life. That's what I do, trying to work hard to make a difference in our neighborhoods.
Now, Councilman Stewart, you talked about being in your church, and one way that I met you when I came into we're from the same community, Southeast Georgia.
Okay.
Southeast Georgia 912, right?
Okay.
I met you at Shallow Baptist Church.
Correct.
Pivotal deacon at the church, and at the time, Shallow was transitioning into some of the things that you do in the community, and that's working with the youth.
Right.
You have a park named after yourself.
Correct.
Right across from Shallow Baptist Church. Tell us, what was that transition like, building a youth center for Shallow Baptist Church and it connecting with your part to reach the youth in the community and the value of that?
Oh, it means a lot, dealing with youth. When I started with youth as a Boy Scout, troop master.
Okay.
Back in the day, I carried the kids, the young fellows, I carried them for the Lake Thunder, which is in Zebulon, Georgia. And I spent some time, me and Monte Brown, we spent some time there building our youth. And then a lot of time when I go to the park and in the neighborhood, I'm watching, I'm looking, I said, now what can I do to make the youth better than they are already, And so first, I set an example. You got to be an example. They see you. And now people ask me, what did you do for the park to be named after you? I say, it was one night at a meeting at City Hall. She's the mayor now, Mayor Vincent. She was the city council.
Okay.
And she says, She said, now I don't want you to say anything. I want you to just keep your mouth closed. I said, now what have I done? I thought I did something,
Yes,
and
sir.
she said, I said, what have I done? She said, just keep your mouth closed. You just listen. I said, I'm a good listener, okay? And she made a motion to make the Paul named Rufus L. Stewart Paul. And I just, it just did something to me, what honor that was for me, because I don't do anything for just a name, because I tell people already that it was a friend of my mama. She named me Rufus Stewart a long time ago,
Right.
and I tell them that I already have a name.
Right,
I don't need that, but I do for the community, and I do it out of proud because I love, doing stuff, even at our church and everywhere else I can be, that I can do it,
Right.
And what I want to do when I'm doing stuff, I always do this here, and they say, what you doing? This right hand right here. When I'm talking to them, I always take this right hand and do this, and then bring it back. Do this and bring it back. They said, what are you doing? I said, I'm here, but I always reach back at the other young people to bring them forward,
Okay.
to make sure that they arrive,
Right.
And that's what I've been doing all the time, I'm reaching back.
Okay.
When I'm talking, reaching back to make sure this person had that level, And that's what I do.
Now, Councilman Deacon Stewart, let's talk about that part.
Okay.
It's located in Blacksville, Georgia.
Blacksville, Georgia. Mm-hmm.
It's ever since I moved here, Blacksville has had that stereotype
Right.
of the troubled kids, the troubled youth,
Right.
the area of where everybody seems to dump their resources at, right?
Right.
And a lot of times you have different organizations who come in and they come help for a period of time. But you've been right there in the Blacksville community for a number. You actually live in the community.
Right, definitely.
Tell us about the things that you're doing at that part that's
Okay,
transforming the lives of you.
let me just move a little back for just a little bit before we
Okay.
go there.
Okay.
Okay, on that street, Simpson Street, they call it Blacksville.
Okay.
Okay, where the precinct is, but J.D. Bootwell, he stayed there.
Okay.
And next door to the precinct, it was my aunt,
Oh, wow.
Teddy Lee Pullen. She stayed there forever, And Ray Pullen, they passed away now, and we just purchased that building there. But then myself, we stayed right down the street there in a little house to the left,
Okay.
and a two-room house. I remember that. And yeah, we made it though, That's what you call it. They call it White Civilian, the Blackfield, whatever.
Okay.
But I never knew this day that I'd be still standing and make sure that neighborhood, to be the best
Wow.
from that park, And I see people all the time, and young people, so I go over there and I sit and I have conversation with them,
Okay.
And then a lot of time I go to the basketball court and we play basketball and we jolly around. I say, I do you damn, whatever.
Right.
But the main thing I tell them after school, I say, now what did you learn today? What were your best subject today in school? And he said, well, it wasn't too good. I said, but you got to help make it good, because what do you want to be in life?
Right.
And that's what I tell them, make sure that it's just the basketball court is good, but it's time to make preparation, conversation,
Right.
if those that I can reach and stuff. And that's what I do.
And that's what you do. All right, we're going to take a commercial break right
Okay.
here. Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village, Councilman Rufus Stewart, City of McDonough. Y'all, you guys stay tuned. We're celebrating 200 years of the City of McDonough. We're going to get into that, but first we're going to capture some of the history that Reverend
Justice and peace.